Welcome to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker. So previously on a video, I told you about 6 bourbons under $60 that you can actually find in stores. Well, this time it's a different story. I'm flipping the script. This time I have 6 bourbons that are MSRP $60 or so, but are actually way more on the secondary market. So what I've got is Weller Foolproof, BLANTON'S, Stagg Jr, which is batch number 13. I think there's a big difference. Then we've got Elmer T, E.H. Taylor, and Eagle Rare. So we've got a pretty decent Buffalo Trace lineup right here. And I'm going to have my boyfriend pour these. I'll do a blind taste test of them. And then we'll see what happens. Find out which one I think is the best. And where the rest of them land. Alright, I have all 6 of these lined up. No clue which one is which, but I'm really excited to figure out how they rank because there's some really good bourbons in this lineup. So I'm going to start with my right and go from right to left, drink them down, see how they taste, kind of rank them as I go, and then I'll drink them through one more time and rank them that way, and then we'll figure out which one comes on top. Alright, here we go. So we've got the first one. Sweet. Citrusy on the nose, a little bit of caramel notes, which is fairly normal for most bourbons. Really smooth to drink. A good taste. A light oak. Caramel. A little bit of orange peel. Even a little hint of dark cherry. Overall, that's really smooth and really easy to drink. There's a little bit of heat on the back end, but not too bad. Alright, let's see how this second one is. Butterscotch on the nose, a little bit of maple syrup. Pretty tasty, a little less proof than the last one, in my opinion. We'll see how it turns out. But, give that another drink and see what that tastes like. It's a way less bold than the last one that I just tried, so it's hard to really get at what's in this glass. Especially how exciting that first one was. This one, again, this has got the caramel notes, a little bit oaky, but overall, pretty good. Pretty good. It's crazy how bland that second one tastes compared to that first one. The first one was so good. Alright, let's give this third one a try, see where we're at. Wow. Completely different taste, or I mean not taste, but smell on the nose. This one, super citrusy on the nose. With a little bit of like caramel. Yeah. I want to say like, I don't want to say caramel on every single one of these, but obviously like they're bourbon, so a lot of them have caramel notes. This one though, it's a super citrusy caramely note on the nose. Wow. That is really good. It's definitely bolder than the second one. Still not quite as good as that first one. It tastes exactly like the nose. So it definitely has that citrusy note, that caramely note, maybe a hint of butterscotch, but overall, I mean, it's super smooth. And not a lot of heat on the back end. So this one, I mean, I could sip this one easily all day long. So we're going to move that one to my second favorite so far. We're halfway through. See what happens. These are good. I actually really like bourbon now. Bourbon is so good. Okay, moving on to the fourth one. If you hear an airplane in the background, well, we are outside. This one doesn't have a super strong nose on it, actually. But it's not like an ethanol nose, like that nasty one you smell sometimes. You're like, ugh, I know this isn't going to taste good. No, this is just, it's not a super strong nose. Like almost like a buttery toast on the nose. That's what I'd say, a buttery toast. See how it tastes though. Definitely a buttery toast. A buttery toast with a like small hint of apple and maybe a splash of caramel. It's like a caramel apple on toast. Not super strong on the caramel though. Maybe a little brown sugar and cinnamon, like a little spice on the back end, but not a lot of heat. Really, really smooth drinking right here. It's good. It's not quite as bold as the last one. And not quite as bland, I guess, as the second one, but it's pretty good. So we're down to the last two of the first round through. See how this goes. Ooh. That one smells like maple syrup and breakfast with like a glass of orange juice poured into it. So like French toast, syrup, and orange juice. Oh, that's so good. That is so, so good. A little more heat on this one, but it comes through as more of like a cinnamon spice. Again, I'm tasting that toast, maple syrup, orange zest in this one. Very, very good. Oh, that one is up in second place now. I don't know. It might be even with first. It's hard to say, but that is so good. All right, down to the final one on this final pass, or on this first round through. See how this one tastes. Wow, I can't talk. Promise I'm not drunk. Just can't talk. Sometimes it happens. This one, super, super sweet on the nose. I'm going to say this one reminds me of like that cinnamon butterscotch that you would put maybe on oatmeal or French toast. Super, super, super smooth. Like, very, very smooth to sip. So it seems like a lower proof. But it's, wow, it's super smooth. Not as sweet, like on the palate, as it was as I smelled on the nose. A little bit of dark cherry and brown sugar. Overall, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my least favorite. I'm just going to go, this one goes kind of right in the middle. Just a little bit ahead of that one. Alright, so I'm going to taste these through one more time, take a little break, and then come back through. I'm going to obviously have to refill this one a little bit. Got a little overzealous on the first time through, so I'll have my boyfriend look and see which one this is and refill it, and then I'm going to drink them back through again, see where they finish out. Alright, so I took a quick little water okay, anyway, I took a quick little water break. You try to say that 5 times fast. Wow, I cannot speak today. Good thing I don't get paid for this. Alright, so now I'm going to taste these back through from my left to right and kind of re-rank them if I need to, see where they end up, and then I'll give you guys my final order. Here we go. So we're going to start over here. I kind of put this one in the middle of the road the first time around. Again, it's so sweet on the nose. So, so sweet on the nose. This time I get a little more vanilla and citrusy notes through. I think the first time I said this kind of tasted like cinnamon, like brown sugar that you would put on your French toast or your oatmeal or something, but definitely get a little more citrusy note this time through. Overall, it's very smooth to drink. It's good. Alright, number 5. We're 6 or 5, I guess. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to give this one a try. So good. So strong on that butterscotch. So strong on the citrus. Again, this is so good. This is a little bit higher proof. If I had to guess and be a guessing man right now, I don't know if we played the guessing game in this, but if we play the guessing game, I'm going to guess this is the Stagg Jr. right here. I don't even know what that, like, it's been a while since I tried that, but I know it's a little higher proof than some of these other ones. Very caramely with a hint of oak on the back end. A little bit of burn down your throat, like your soul warms up when you're drinking it, but it is good. It's very good. For a higher proof, this is super smooth. Again, I could drink this one all day long, next to a fire, with a cigar. This is very good. Can I have a cigar? Can you bring me a cigar? Alright, so on to number 4. So sweet. This one is a very strong vanilla with a little caramel in there too. Oaky. It does have a longer finish than some of the other ones I've tried. Very sweet though, and very good. This one is a very easy drinker. Like, a little easier than the last one because it was definitely a stronger proof. But this one is dang good. Very, very good. It might even have a little bit of tobacco on the back end. I'm going to move that one up just a smidge from where I had it before. Alright, so we're halfway through now, the second round through. So far, all of these are so good, and I would absolutely buy every single one of these any day, anytime, if I could actually find them. Give this one a try, see where we're at. This one is a very sweet butterscotchy with a little hint of like a black cherry. I feel like if I was going to make an old-fashioned with one of these, which I actually wouldn't want to do because these are all so good, this one would be great for like an old-fashioned. Just on the nose. So smooth. This one has a little bit more spice on the back end, a little cinnamon, a little bit of brown sugar and butterscotch. Definitely that cinnamon though. I'm definitely getting that cinnamon on this try through. And it has a little more complexity than the first time I tried it, because I remember saying it might be a little more bland. That is so good. I'm going to move this one up a little bit too, compared to the last one. Some of these are neck and neck, and it's very hard to decide. Put that one right there for now. We might be having a showdown. Alright, we're on to number 5 on the second pass through. The first time through, this one was my least favorite. And it's hard to say that about any of these because, again, these are all incredible bourbons. And most people will go crazy for any of these that they find. So, let's give this one a try again. See where it lands this time. A little sweeter on the nose than the first time through. I get a lot of like citrusy, zesty smells on this one. A little bit of leather and tobacco actually on this one. But it's super easy to drink. A little bit of caramel and oak too. Like a toasted, oaky, leathery, darker. This is like a darker, longer finish than most of these. My dog, she wants to join in on the video. Jade! You coming to join in the video? Come here. Well, you can't see her, but she wants a little bourbon too. Anyway, this one is pretty good. I would still kind of rank it further back just because I know some of these have more complex flavors than this one, at least in my opinion. So it's good. I'll put it back here. Alright, we're down to number 6. The first pass through, this was my favorite. We'll see where it lands this time. Oh, so good. This time through, I smell a little bit more lemony, zesty, like an orange peel with a caramely. Wow. That bit my nose for a second, like a higher proof. So I might be wrong that this one is a Stagg Jr. This one could be the Stagg Jr. just on the nose. I honestly have no clue. Whoa. That time I sniffed it, it was a little bit oak too. Definitely a little oak. This one has a little bit of black pepper to it, but a sweetness, like a sweet black pepper. Caramel, cinnamon, but overall it's pretty good. It's not as good as I said the first time through. In fact, I'm actually going to move it back a little bit to there. Okay, so now I am ready to rank these in my final order and give you guys a glimpse at which one I think is best and which one ranks a little bit lower back. Not the worst, because none of these are bad. I would buy every single one of these. So, time to rank them. Okay, so I have these ranked in my final order. This is number 1. This is number 6. Then I would buy every single one of these because they're amazing and I have them at my house already, luckily. I have a pretty cool boyfriend. Okay, so let's see here what we've got. We're gonna start with 6 and then I'll go to number 1. I'm so excited to figure out which one is number 1 because I like all of these. Okay, here we go. So number 6 is number 6, which is Eagle Rare. So Eagle Rare, number 6. Okay, number 5 is number 2, which is Blanton's. I'm actually surprised by this because I really, really like Blanton's. So a little sad that I picked Blanton's as number 5, but it's good. Okay. Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on number 4, which is number 1. Oh! Some people are going to be really sad about this, but Weller Foolproof is actually number 4 out of 6. Okay, number 3 is number 4. 4, 5, 6. This is number 4. Number 4. Okay, Elmer T. I'm getting shocked by this actually, because the final 2 bottles are E.H. Taylor and Stagg Jr. Batch 13, okay? What is going to be number 1? Here we go. Okay, number 2 is number 5, which is the E.H. Taylor. Oh my gosh, I'm actually in shock right now. I think I remember saying before this video even started, before I even had a clue that I was going to record this video, I said, if the Stagg Jr. finished number 1, I would be shocked. And here we are. Stagg Jr. is finishing number 1. I thought this one was the strongest tasting one. This is at 128.4 proof. That is so strong, but it drinks like way smoother. I would say this one drinks like an 80 proof. So let's match this one. So number 3, we've got Stagg Jr. right here. Is my number 1 pick. Like I said, I would buy every single one of these bottles. They're all excellent choices. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button if you like this video. Got plenty more where this came from.